Okay, so what's happening?
Talked to my husband last night.
Okay. Was it a good talk?
I hate him.
What came up?
Everything.
Were you able to be upfront and ask him about things?
A little bit.
What did you talk to him about?
See, he told me when I was in the hospital that I could call him.
Right.
If I felt like talking, I could call him.
Right.
And last night he had to be usual Mr. I kind of hate you attitude.
That was his attitude towards you?
That's what it is all the time. And then last night, he informed me that our marriage, such as it is, has been over for years. And then he had to drag in, I asked him about his girlfriend.
Mm.
And he's like, what?
Like you didn't know?
Yeah. Trying to, slough it off. And he's like, well, he says, what makes you think about that? And I said, well, or who told you that? And I said, well, let's see, the SBU's told me.
Mm-hmm.
I know you took her on camp out. My daughter told me. Facebook, come on, your actions are louder than words.
Absolutely. And what did he say?
Oh, he just goes into telling me how selfish I am. All I care about is myself. He says, all you do is you call up and you go in all about your problems. And I said, you asked me how I was doing. I told you I have an infection.
Do you have an infection?
Yes.
Where?
My incision.
What kind of infection?
It's a staph infection.
Is it easy to treat?
They got me on antibiotics.
Is it hurting?
It's still icky. It's like 3.5 weeks since my surgery.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Do they know why there's an infection there?
No.
And when did you start antibiotics?
Last week.
Okay.
In fact, actually, either Thursday or Friday after I saw you. No, they called Thursday.
Just for a checkup?
No, the doctor's office, because when I went in before, they did a culture on it because it was draining.
And that's when they found out.
And that's when they found out it was infected.
So, how did you feel last night after talking to him and having him say that the marriage was over years ago?
Yeah.
Basically, so the
I
affair...
asked him, I said, how's it... I said, how's it to have a girlfriend and 2 wives?
What does he say?
He said that because, his other wife got married and got divorced, that makes this all null and void. And the fact that,
he just doesn't have to take any responsibility for anything.
No.
And he's not, it's okay that he's having an affair because you were selfish in his eyes.
Yeah. And he's all tore up and bitter. And he says, and he tells me, he says, I don't want this any more than I wanted my mother to die.
He doesn't want what?
Us.
To end?
Yeah. But he's not doing anything to keep it going.
He's making it worse.
All he does is just beat me up verbally.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to him.
Absolutely.
And he just belittles me.
Yes.
You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You haven't changed a bit. And I said, you know what? I said, you don't even know me anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you're really doing fabulously, regardless of what he says.
I've got more of a walking in this much of my finger than the guy that, was brought up Christian for, most of his life.
Yeah.
And he wants to sit there and talk shit to me.
Yeah. Well.
And I got off the phone last night and I slammed the phone down and I said, I fucking hate you.
So.
And now I feel like I'm going to burn in hell because of that.
No, that's okay. Was there anybody around to hear you?
Well, a couple of the girls.
Did they understand?
Yeah, they understand.
So you won't get in trouble for that, right? Or you don't know?
Well, it's not like I was running around screaming or anything like that.
No, that's...
If I had done that, then yeah, I would get in trouble.
Okay. Do you think you're gonna call him anytime soon?
No, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see his face. I don't want to hear his voice.
Yeah.
I hate him. And I've never hated anybody. I didn't even hate my first husband, who, abused the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Him, right now, I hate.
You seem really sad today. You still love him?
I don't know. Thought I did. But I don't think so. I think he pretty much killed it.
Does all of the things he says take away how good you're doing for yourself? Do you still think you're doing well? Or when he does this, does it make you question yourself? Because you're doing really, really well. I mean, you're faced with one hardship after the next. You're very strong. You want red wine?
No, I said I'm wondering why.
Oh. Why you're faced with things? Well.
I mean, this whole time that I've been in here, it's just like
I know.
one thing after another.
I know. I totally agree with you.
And then you throw in leadership in the mix.
Leadership meaning like your overseer or something?
Yeah.
Is your
When I
overseer-
screw up.
Have you gotten in trouble lately?
Oh, I got booked last week.
For what?
Wasn't. I don't even remember.
Something.
I forgot what it was.
Must have been something small though.
I don't even remember what it was.
How are you feeling physically? Are you feeling better every day since the surgery and everything? You look better today than you did last week. I feel like you have more color in your face. You have your beautiful lipstick on. But you do. You keep having these hurdles, but you keep conquering them. But he is loyal to you. He's not being very
And telling me I'm selfish because I didn't ask. Because I don't ask how he's doing. I said, what the hell are you talking about? I didn't say that. I said, what are you talking about? I said, I just asked how you and your dad were doing.
nice. And did he answer?
And some stupid thing that I didn't even pay attention because it was stupid. It was you sit there and tell me I don't ask how you're doing when I just did.
Right. Is he just not?
No, he just won. And you sit there and tell me that he is so bitter.
Because of how you treated him? It's all about you? It's everything you do wrong?
Apparently so.
And even though you've been doing so well in this program, how long have you been here?
Almost 9 months.
And there's
And
no...
I've been sober almost 9 months.
Mhm. And he doesn't give you any credit for that.
Not a bit. Not a shred.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really matter because I'm not doing it for him anyway.
That's a terrific answer. I totally agree with you.
He doesn't matter to me anymore.
Are you starting to envision your life without him in it?
Yeah.
How does that feel when you think about not having him around?
Hurts.
Do you feel any kind of excitement about meeting someone new?
Kind of.
Do you have...
But I don't know if there's any decent men out there. starting to think there aren't.
I know it is tough to be a nice guy.
I don't think they exist.
Would the man you want to be with now, that you're healthy and sober, be like the man you were married to? Or would he be totally different?
It'd have to be different.
Would you want him to be like stronger in his faith, or what
That, but
qualities?
not crazy.
Yeah, like extreme.
I can't deal with that.
Yeah.
I mean, you take Christmas off my plate. Well, you know what? That's a deal breaker.
I love Christmas.
Yeah, well, Pastor Harold is probably going to get rid of Christmas here.
Here,
Yeah, you know, because it's all pagan to him.
really? So you won't be able to have like Christmas
No
lights?
Halloween, you know, they don't believe in Easter bunnies and
Do you know Halloween, Christmas, or Easter? Oh gosh.
Christmas trees and elves and Santa Clauses. You know, he likes to preach that it's, you know, all pagan.
What about all the kids here? They won't get presents or anything?
I don't know. I don't even know for sure he's going to do it, but it was put out there. It might happen.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And you know what? The way I feel about Christmas right now, I'll be better off.
Because you don't care. Yeah, I don't blame you.
You got nobody to spend it with. I'm here.
Yeah. But you do have people here that love you and that want the best for you and see amazing qualities in you. But it is different. But what were you here? You weren't here last Christmas, right?
Mm-mm.
What were you doing last Christmas? Was it a happy day?
It was an okay day. I mean, you know, we did presents. Dan and I always did presents. We got a few presents for the dog.
Yeah,
We got her this big old thing full of snowballs that had faces on them.
that's cute.
These little fuzzy snowballs.
Yeah. She could chew them
And
up.
squeakers in them.
Oh, those are the most annoying ones. Do you think you'll be able to go to, what is your friend's name? What's her name that has your puppy?
Jan,
Will you be
I
able to?
stayed with her for a week.
I know. I think that they are.
No, they still
amazing
won't let her
people.
come and visit. She still cannot come and visit me here.
Yeah.
I mean, how ridiculous is that? You let me stay there with her, under her roof,
Mhm.
for a week.
Yeah.
But she cannot come here under supervision and visit me.
Yeah.
Make sense out of that.
I know. Do you think it would help your spirits if you were able to have people like her come visit you here?
Yes,
Because you might be lonely from the outside world. Like,
but they don't care.
it's really.
You're a soldier. Tough it up. Suck it up.
I
And
know.
all I do is keep plugging away.
You do. I totally agree with you. You absolutely do.
I mean, I've got a couple of friends that are, you know, really super proud of me.
Mhm. I know, and that genuinely love you.
But you know what? Having those days where I'm just sick of it.
I agree with you. That's okay. Be sick of it. You can come in here.
Soldiers aren't allowed to be sick of it.
Not allowed to have feelings. I know.
It's all about obeying Jesus and God. That's all there is.
Right. And if we.
And no complaints. They're just little robots being told what to do.
Mhm. I know. This is I think this is one of the toughest things you're going to do in your life.
If I'd known what my life was going to be like in here, I can't say I would have come.
I know, right? If you knew all these things were going to happen.
Of course, finding out I had colon cancer, that was... Probably wouldn't have found out about that in time.
That is a huge miracle. I feel like you've had a lot of miracles, though.
I have.
The Lord's really
I have, and I have to
watched
remember
over
to, you know, I have to sit down and make a gratitude list.
Because you're like a cat with like 9 lives. Like God watches out for you.
I still keep landing on my feet, right?
You do somehow. That's amazing. Not everybody gets all those chances. That's really nice. I just think that you're here changing and getting healthy, and you need to surround yourself with healthy people. And Jan and her husband are, I think they're awesome. But maybe Dan isn't healthy or willing to change and get healthy.
He's not. He's too wrapped up in his own BS. All he cares about is himself. You know, he can drown in himself, his bitterness and his hatred and everything else. He can drown in it for all I care.
Yeah. I mean, you're just doing too well to have somebody pull you back down. Do you
You know? And, you know, I'm supposed to be all happy and, you know, just let it roll